It's time for an Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast video, and with me is the administrator for the Newton Community Theater, Sue Berkema, and she has a play coming up that we're going to talk about. Tell us about that, Sue.
The play is called Three Viewings by Jeffrey Hatcher, and it's quite unique because it has three monologues. So there's three characters that share their story, and they each have a different story to tell. But what is neat about this playwright is that he interwove them into each other slightly. So it's fun to hear little things that came from the first vignette, I'll call it, end up in the third vignette. So that's kind of a neat, I call it weaving, like you're going to weave something together to make it a solid performance.
Okay, and who are the characters in this?
So the characters are, there is Emil, and that is played by Zach Bay, and he likes to talk about a certain lady that's special to him.
Okay.
And the Thief of Tears is Stephanie Alexander, and she plays Mac. And then the third one is Jenna Stark plays Virginia, and she's the 13 Things About Ed Carbonelli. And Ed Carbonelli is her husband, and to say about her section is that her husband was a little bit of a wheeler dealer, so she gets a few surprises financially that she hadn't planned on. And I guess I didn't say that Stephanie's The Tears of the Thief is, she kind of likes to take some jewelry when she visits people.
Uh-oh, she's a thief.
Yes, she is.
Uh-oh, watch out, watch out. And when will this play be presented?
So it will be presented, we're going to have one Thursday night, which is the 19th, and that one is Come As You Are, Pay What You Can. So anyone is welcome if they have special needs, autistic children, short on money, just come and watch the show, and if you have to leave partway through, you leave. It's a regular production, and then we'll go into the 20th and the 21st. That'll be, all the evening shows start at 7, and all the matinees start at 2 o'clock. And there is a Sunday show on the 22nd, and then next week we'll go Thursday the 26th, Saturday the 28th, and then March 1st in the afternoon. There is no Friday show because there is a concert at the high school.
And one interesting aspect that I found out about in the podcast is that Sue is the director, but she has 3 assistant directors too. You're teaching them how to direct.
I am. So that was what was unique about this production that we could offer. Normally you only have 1 assistant director, but since this was broken into 3 vignettes that are distinctly different, we could have 3 assistant directors. So then therefore they can say, oh, I'd like to do this in the future. I think I'll try directing again. So it's just for the longevity of the theater and for to continue our theater life.
That's fantastic. Tell us about your season coming up.
So the rest of the season, so 3 Viewings is our first one, and then we have Annie in June.
That's going to be fun.
Yep, we're going to have lots of little girls in that.
Are you directing that one too? Or?
So the funny thing is I directed it 15 years ago.
Okay.
But no, I am not directing that one. That one is going to be directed by Melinda Robertson.
Okay, sure.
And Will Edgar is the music director.
You bet.
And Kathy Wickett is the orchestra director.
Okay.
So that'll be the last 2 weeks in June, weekends. And then we'll do our children's theater workshops in July.
Yes.
They practice for 3 weeks and do their show.
So mom and dad, get your kids into children's theater.
Kindergarten, I'd say through 8th grade, but then what's really fun is the high school and college kids come back and help, and then they get to do a little play too.
I was in that in the old community theater in the church building years ago. Boy, was that fun.
In the fall, we are doing the Shawshank Redemption.
I didn't know that was a play. I mean, I knew it was a movie.
It's a very well-written play.
Okay.
It's a little different than the movie. I kind of wondered when I read it if it would work, but the way they made the a little bit different each than how, of course, with movies you can jump from one place to the other just on nothing. but it's a very well-written play, and the characters are very strong.
All right.
And then for December, we are doing A Gift to Remember, and that's a Debbie makeover from a book. And it takes place in a train station, then they get stranded there on Christmas Eve.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. How do you come up with all these ideas for these different plays, Sue?
So we have a group that enjoys reading scripts, or if you happen to see one that you like. So then we kind of start reading them, and it could be after we've read them and look at them, it could take 4 or 5 years before we do it. I love to play Misery.
Oh.
And Newton wasn't quite ready for it, so it had to go on the back burner for a while,
Okay.
and then we did it 2 falls ago.
Okay.
And I've had Shawshank Redemption on the list in the back of my mind for quite a while, and now we've decided to, and the guys are really excited about that.
I got to ask this, and you know why I'm going to ask this. Are you ever going to do Once Upon a Mattress? We talked about this. We talked about this in the podcast. It's for sentimental reasons. That's how I met my sweetie, Little Red. All right, have you ever considered that?
You know, and at this moment, no, we have not. Now, we have quite a list. So
I bet you do.
We keep a list. This board of directors wanted to have that list there all the time of possibilities. And so a couple years ago, I tried for Mamma Mia.
Oh, sure.
And I couldn't get it. And I've tried for the Jersey Boys, and I couldn't get it. And so every once in a while, the pool plays, and then all of a sudden they might become available. So that's kind of like how we got Les Miserables, because it wasn't available. It was available for 1 week. And I applied for it.
You got it.
And talked the ladies into, hey, instead of State Fair, would you like to direct Les Miserables?
Yeah.
And they said yes.
Yes, and you know what? That's one. And don't get me wrong, all the presentations here at the Community Theater are great, but that is one of the best that I've ever seen. Wanda Blount directed that, and every time I see Wanda, I was blown away by that, Wanda. That was just fantastic.
You know, the talent that we have in Newton here is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go even a bit further, that the orchestra that we are able to have come play for us, and everyone's a volunteer, as we've talked about.
Yeah,
and
nobody's paid.
For them, no, nobody's paid. The directors aren't paid, none of the crew is, none of the orchestra. And a lot of theaters have to pay an orchestra, and we are blessed that we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Now, a fun thing that we added, and we're going to add it again this year, that we've done a fundraiser, and it's called The Sounds of the Season, and that's a full orchestra. Last year's orchestra, there was 28 orchestra members on the stage.
Wow.
And I think we had 16 singers.
Wow.
So
Fantastic.
the orchestra's the main focus in that show. And this time, normally the singers are the front and the orchestra's the background, but the orchestra's front in that, and then the singers are just added bonuses.
Wow, fantastic. Well, what is your website? And well, first of all, tell us how people can order tickets for this, and then tell us the website also.
You can order tickets. You can go to our website, and we do have online ticket available. And if you go to www.newtontheater.com, there's a click here to purchase.
Okay.
The tickets are $15 for adults and $12 for youth. Or if you want to call the box office, it's staffed 12 to 1 and 6:30 to 8:30, 6:30 to 7:30, sorry, and an hour before the production, and that's 641-792-1230.
Okay.
So
great.
either or just show up. Just come to the window. We got room for you.
Okay. Sue Berkema, the administrator for the Newton Community Theater and director of the upcoming play. The name is?
3 viewings.
3 viewings. Check it out. No reason not to. Support the theater. Support the arts. It's very, very important. That's going to wrap it up for this edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout's Shortcast video. How short was it? Oh, it's coming up on 10 minutes. Oh, well. Sorry, it went a little long. What can I say? We're in the theater. Look at all those seats. We want to fill those empty seats. All right? Until next time, Grout is out. See ya.